Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of the Beautiful Nerd Podcast. I actually have notes for this podcast episode, guys. I am so organized today. Hold up, let me find them, guys. Alright, I have a couple of announcements. I had to write down notes because I didn't want to forget anything. Number one, I am most likely moving in the next 6 months-ish, so podcast episodes might slow down in the next couple months. And I probably will post less often just because I'm trying to pack up and move and figure stuff out. But yeah, I also have a mention for today. Guys, I want to mention Lacey. She goes to my school. She's the little sister of one of the guys in my class. She's literally amazing. I literally love her so much. She's awesome. Okay. And now I know what you're all wondering today. What is Nora going to talk about in this podcast episode? Well, I actually have a topic for today. I saw something the other day, and it low-key restored my faith in humanity. Because it's like kind of a widely known fact that I kind of just hate all of humanity sometimes. So the other day, I was at a basketball game because a lot of you know this, but I do scorekeeping for basketball. So I'm like an important person. Nobody thinks we're important, but we're actually super important, guys. So I was scorekeeping, and there was this little kid. It was like a grade 6 game. And there was this little kid, and he had like some kind of leg injury or something. Not like a leg injury, but like, I don't know how to say this in like a kind way, because it's literally Pink Shirt Day. And he had like some kind of like leg issue. That's how I'll say it. And so he like could barely run and like almost fell over so many times during the game, but he just like kept playing. He just like kept going. Like he didn't stop. And I was like, what the heck? Like this kid is crazy. Like this kid just like persevered through like anything. And it's not even like he just played and he never touched the ball. The best part was the fact that his team actually passed to him. And they actually tried to include him in this game. It was like, humanity is not lost. Like, and then it was adorable. Like, the entire team would just, like, everyone on the entire court would just stop when this kid touched the ball, and they would just let him shoot. Like, they would just let him shoot. Like, I was like, guys, you're literally great. Like, please act like this for the rest of your lives. Please. It was actually crazy. Because, like, this little kid who's, like, he was, like, so short. And, like, just, I don't know, it was, like, and he, like, almost fell over a bunch of times during the game. But he just, like, kept going for, like, the entire game. And he was on for a lot of the time. And he just kept going. So, like, honestly, a lot in scorekeeping, what we do is, if we miss who made a shot, like, we'll just put it on a random person. Because, like, you can't just not write it down. And so, like, I would low-key just give this kid all of the extra shots. Because I low-key love this kid. He's literally, like, my role model. Like, he's in grade 6. And he can just, like, keep going. Like, that's strength right there, bro. Strength. It's the definition of strength. I was at camp over the weekend. It was very fun. I was at Stillwood for a youth retreat. It was actually crazy. I'm sure, like, maybe a couple of you guys who listen to this were there. It was, like, super fun. I know one of my youth leaders listens to this. She's literally amazing. She was there. She's awesome. But, like, it was actually insane. And, like, it was just great. So, hold up, I need my notes. yeah, so I probably won't be posting for, like, a little bit after this, guys. Just because, like, well, podcast episodes are just going to be slower right now as I kind of, like, figure stuff out at the moment. And I have a podcast episode that I'm supposed to do with, like, I have, like, 2 podcast episodes lined up with, like, guests that I'm trying to work out. And that always takes forever because podcast episodes with guests are, like, super fun to record and super fun to do most of the time. But it means that I have to plan a lot more stuff, and I have to, like, plan a date and a time, and most of the time it's people from school, so we either have to do it during lunch or after school sometime, and nobody wants to just hang out after school for, like, 15 minutes while we record a podcast episode. Like, nobody wants to do that, so, like, I low-key, it takes a lot more planning, and so that's why we don't have a lot of those. Which is why the first 2 ever guest episodes were, like, just my siblings. Because, like, they were just there, and I was like, come downstairs, and we're gonna record. So, like, I will get a bunch of episodes lined up soon. We'll see what happens. So we have that to look forward to. So, if you guys want a podcast episode, I'm, like, literally welcome to doing it with anyone, as long as you guys can, like, figure it out and, like, be actually helpful in organizing times and dates and stuff. Because sometimes people in episodes are just super annoying to deal with. Because sometimes they will do things like not cooperate. Like, I'll ask them when they're free to do it, and they'll just be like, oh, anytime. See, that bothers me, because I'm asking you what time to do it, what time you want to do it. I'm asking you what exact date works for you, because I literally need to know, and I need you to tell me. So, sometimes people can get on my nerves. And running podcast episodes is not my favorite thing in the world. So, which is why they don't happen a lot. Which is why we rarely have guest episodes. But honestly, guest episodes are super fun. Sometimes we just talk about, like, stupid random things. They normally run a lot longer than normal episodes because we actually have things to talk about. Whereas these ones, we don't. We just kind of, like, run with it. So, we will see what happens. And if we, you know what, if I have to stop making my podcast overall, we'll see what happens. I'm actually thinking, so a lot of you at my school, you go to my Bible study, maybe. And I think I'm actually debating, like, canceling it. I know a lot of people are going to be sad about this, because, like, it's low-key kind of a thing. But, like, you know, we'll see what happens. There's a lot of things up in the air right now. We're kind of just trying to figure out what's going on between me moving and all that, because most of you guys know this by now probably, but I am moving to Kamloops, probably, like 99% sure that I'm moving to Kamloops in August. That's like a whole thing, so I have to switch schools again and kind of figure that out and find the school that I like, find a house, find all this stuff while still living a normal teenage life. Like, I don't have to find, like, a house or a school, but, like, the school is kind of, like, I have the final call on the school, because, like, I basically could just put my foot down and say no, and my dad can't really do anything about that. So, I kind of have the final call. So, like, I have to find a school that I like and work on finding a house, sort of, because, like, that's low-key gonna be part of a little bit of stuff. Plus, working on schoolwork and trying to get all my homework done and just kind of chilling. So, and I have to run this YouTube channel because you guys love it. Maybe. Probably. If you guys don't love it, don't tell me that you don't love it. We hit 50 subscribers again. If you follow the Instagram, you know that we hit 50 subscribers and then went back to 49 and then hit 50 subscribers, then went back to 49 like 6 different times. And the first time it happened, I like posted on my Instagram, I was like, 50 subscribers, yay! And then somebody unsubscribed and was all like, I'm gonna torture Nora, and put us back at 49. And so then that happened, and then somebody did it again, and they just kept doing it. So that was how that went down. Did you guys know that 76% of my viewers are not subscribed? Like, 76% of y'all are not subscribed. That's actually insane. Because, like, what are you doing with your lives? What are you doing? So, like, actually just, like, do better. Yep. Subscribe. That's, like, what we all want you to do. That's what every YouTuber wants from y'all, for you to subscribe. But, like, don't subscribe to other YouTubers, just to me. No, I'm kidding. You guys can subscribe to whoever you want. But, like, you should also subscribe to me, huh? Oh, yeah. No, I think you should. Honestly, it'd be pretty cool. Imagine watching, like, all my videos and, like, actually paying attention to this super boring YouTube channel. See, I'm just rambling at this point, and I'm just rambling while I'm trying to log into my Spotify account, because I'm trying to get on my Spotify for creators, because the podcast is on Spotify, man. You guys can listen to it on Spotify. There is a link to one of the episodes on the YouTube channel. There is a link on the Instagram, I'm pretty sure. If there isn't, I'm probably going to put one in the description sooner or later, sometime soon. But I am trying to look at my analytics right now, and it's not letting me because I literally don't remember my password. It's probably something that is just super random, and when I finally figure it out, I'll be like, oh, that one. Because I have, like, 6 passwords that I use for, like, everything. But, like, of those 6 passwords, I have, like, a bajillion different variants. Because, like, sometimes different passwords need, like, punctuation marks in them. Or, like, they don't. Or, like, they need numbers. Or, like, all of this. So, sometimes it's annoying. Just trying to get on. Oh, whatever. I'll do it later. Yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. So, like, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode now. Thank you for joining in. If you got this far, I don't know why you're still listening. But subscribe, because 76% of you are not subscribed. So, like, low-key, what are you doing? Alright, thanks for listening. Until next time.